Hello, City Youth. Will and Elle are here, two of your youth leaders, if you didn't know us or if you've forgotten us. Hopefully not. We hope this finds you really well. Hopefully you had an amazing Easter weekend, got out in the sunshine, ate lots of chocolate, celebrated Jesus. We're just bringing you your third City Youth video since lockdown. We hope this brings you some kind of peace and clarity and really resonates with you this week in this really strange time.
And it is really strange. That's certainly how we're thinking of it and what we're feeling at the moment. Yeah, it's a bit worrying, it's a little bit scary sometimes, but the overall feeling we've got is it's a bit weird. It's really strange that we're speaking to you through this video rather than seeing you on a Friday or a Sunday. And we just want to encourage you straight off that this is not strange to God. As long as the earth's been here, God has seen some really weird things happen. You know, there's been floods that have covered the whole earth and rivers of blood, plagues of other pandemic illnesses, as well as plagues of frogs and locusts. And just be confident that God has brought his people through these really crazy times. And God will bring us through coronavirus as well. When you look at God's plan in his word, you see that it has always been perfect. I think sometimes we wrongly think of the narrative as God created the world and it was perfect and humans messed it up, and so God had to react. He had to think on his feet and come up with a plan B, and so thought of Jesus. And when Jesus ascended to the heaven and we still couldn't do it without him, he thought, let's send the Holy Spirit. But actually, when you look at what it says in John 1, in the very beginning, the Word was with God, the Word was God, and the Word became flesh in the form of the Son, Jesus. Or in Genesis, when in the very beginning, when God made the heavens and the earth, his Spirit was over the face of the waters. Right in the very beginning, our God was 3 in 1. Jesus and the Holy Spirit and the Father were always the plan. Jesus wasn't plan B. He was always God's number one plan. That our salvation was always to come through Jesus, and the Holy Spirit's was always going to be here to guard and protect us, to allow God to be with us. And right now in coronavirus, in this weird time, that plan has not changed. God's plan for us is still to come to him through Jesus. His character has not changed. His offer of salvation, of freedom in him is no different today. And on that day when God very first put that plan into action, right at the very beginning, he was thinking of every one of us. He was thinking of you and what you would be doing on the 15th of April 2020 in Bristol during lockdown. It wasn't a reaction like panic buying toilet roll or, lockdown based on the latest World Health Organization data. But God's plan was always to work out in this way. The world is turning exactly according to God's plan. So just be built up in that. Be confident that God's ways are perfect.
Yeah, in Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6, it says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding." It says, acknowledge him in all your ways and he will make straight your paths. And I just think, it might not be that you're particularly worried about the current time, because actually you're quite enjoying not being at school, you're going to go out in the sunshine more. Yes, you can't see your friends, but actually what you're more worried about is what it's going to be like after lockdown. You didn't get to do your GCSEs, or some of you didn't do your A-levels, you don't know what's going to happen with your swimming or your gymnastics or your football training. Actually that's much more worrying for you. And I just, as Will was saying, this has always been God's plan. God has a plan for you. You don't have to build your own plan. God makes those decisions for you. And I really hope that brings you some kind of comfort and peace in that we can just trust in him. If you trust in him in all your ways, in what you're doing, and acknowledging him in everything that you're doing, then he will make straight your path. He will make your plan for his glory. So we just want to encourage you to be praying about that this week. We're praying for you. We are, thinking of you guys. Like I said, we miss you guys, miss seeing you on Fridays and your energy. But we will catch up with you on Friday on Zoom, 11 to 14s and 15 to 18s, and hope you're all well. Bye.
Bye.